Breaking news on NBC26 Live at 6. A federal judge overturns Brendan Dassey's conviction. He and his uncle Stephen Avery were sentenced to life in prison for the 2005 murder of Teresa Halbach. NBC26's Holly Baker begins our live team coverage. Holly?
Stacey, this is the first huge development in the case since the release of Making a Murderer, the Netflix documentary that captivated the nation with the story of Brendan Dassey and Stephen Avery. I spoke with Brad Dassey, Brendan's brother, just after he heard the news. He was shocked. U.S. Magistrate William Duffin issued a 90-page ruling within the last hour. He says Brendan Dassey should be released from prison within the next 90 days unless the state of Wisconsin wants to give him a new trial. Dassey was convicted in 2006 at 16 years old for his role in the murder of Teresa Halbach. He's now 26 years old. He was sentenced to life in prison. In his ruling today, Judge Duffin was critical of the investigators and Dassey's attorney. He says Dassey's confession to detectives was involuntary and his criminal defense was not adequate. We spoke with Brendan's former appointed lawyer, Len Kaczynski, who says based on the evidence, this overturning is not a surprise and he feels vindicated.
It's a combination of all those factors that apparently led Magistrate Duffin to think that Dassey could not make it a knowing, intelligent waiver of his constitutional rights under those circumstances to confess to the homicide of Teresa Halbach.
Kaczynski says he thinks the state will appeal the ruling, and that's one of the things that could happen next, which means Dassey would remain in prison pending that appeal. The state can retry Dassey, in which case Dassey would remain in prison, or the state could wash its hands of this, and Brendan Dassey would, after 10 years in prison, become a free man, something Brother Brad says makes him worry about Brendan's safety. Keeping you connected, Holly Baker, NBC26.